I'm looking back at my Goldco IRA that I started a year ago and talking about everything that led me to that decision and the performance it's done in the last year. I've been a precious metals investor for many, many years. I bought this gold bar right here. You can see the wear and tear on it back in 2006 for just over $600. Little did I know that this gold bar right here would be worth over $2,000 at the time of recording this video. Over the years, I've learned a few things about gold, and it largely led me to become a precious metals advocate and financial influencer, which led Greg and I to start this channel to cover the economy. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Now, you may have seen my rants and quotes on USA Today, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, and many other publications. Or maybe you've run into Greg and I's website, investingingold.com. Or maybe not. It doesn't really matter, actually. The point is, we are real investors with businesses and families to take care of, but we spend a considerable amount of our time talking about this industry and adding to economic takes and getting you media that you really don't get outside of this channel. We don't have the fool's gold, skies falling, or the economy's raging points that you'll see on TV. About a year ago, I really started questioning that kind of stuff, and I started looking into the economy on my own terms. I do not think a soft landing is imminent, which I'll get into later. But at that point, I did decide to take just under 20% of my retirement savings, which I've been squirreling away since I was 18 years old, and put it into a mix of gold and silver. And I did that with Goldco. This is called a gold IRA rollover, and it's a very simple process, of course, if you work with the right company. Now, I looked at many companies, probably about 24, and I chose to do this rollover with Goldco. There were many reasons I opted to go with Goldco, in addition to just getting that warm, fuzzy feeling when I spoke with them on the phone. Nobody likes to be hassled, let's totally be honest. I'm old school, and that's important to me. They were actually educating me, asking me questions, asking me what my goals were, my time horizon, stuff like that. If that sounds weird, yes, even educators like myself can learn more, and Goldco taught me that, and I appreciated that. There weren't any pushy salespeople harassing phone calls or constant emails as I went over the information. They just didn't harass me. They let me give my own time and make up my decision. They were very direct, gave me information that I could mull over, and let me take my time. And I got back to them on my own time, and I liked that. They were not pushy, which is point number one why I went with them. Additionally, as I spoke with other firms, I realized that none of them really had the credentials that Goldco has, including an A+ BBB rating. That is so hard in today's economy with all the Karens out there, let's totally be honest. A 4.9 rating on Consumer Affairs, 4.9 rating on Google, 5.0 on TrustLink, and 4.8 on Trustpilot. Now, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't dive into the negative reviews, which I did. And when I did, they were laughable. I mean, people complained about not having the minimum $25,000 to roll over into these bad boys right here. And they didn't even work with the firm, but they still had the audacity to go leave a negative review. So throw those out the window. Overall, I really couldn't find a credible negative review that would raise a red flag with me and prohibit me from wanting to work with them. Like I said, my phone calls and interactions with them were amazing. They've also done over $2 billion in transactions in gold and silver, and that is no small feat. That's a lot of transactions and a lot of votes of confidence from many different people with some seriously big money behind them. And that leads me to my next point. Money.com gave them the 2023 Best Customer Service Award. Crazy. They've been an Inc. 5000 award recipient 7 years running, and perhaps the item that convinced me the most was their buyback program. They have a buyback guarantee. They will purchase your precious metals from you so you can purchase with confidence, knowing that if your circumstances change, you hit bad times, or you just want to move investments inside your retirement portfolio, Goldco offers a buyback program guaranteed at the highest price. That was the kicker for me. And that's important because if you've got an IRA and you want to shift your investments, or let's just say the price of gold or silver or whatever you purchase rockets up and you want to move your money somewhere else, like myself, I buy real estate inside of my retirement portfolio as well. You can do that. So you can get in and you can get out on your own terms. Furthermore, Sean Hannity recommends them. I'm a big follower of his and I think he's a sound mind. But you know, anyone can really get an endorsement, so I don't let endorsements sway me when I invest money. But so do some other people like Chuck Norris and Ben Stein. So yeah, they've got an A-list roster of people out there that are using Goldco to protect their retirement savings. Now, when I made this move to gold, it was just over $1,800 an ounce. It's now over $2,000 an ounce and has hit $2,100. So I've done pretty well on this investment, and we are just getting started. That's only a 1-year time horizon right now. Right now, we're in 3 wars. Inflation's a problem. And hey, we're in an election year. You guys know what that does to the markets. Turbulence. It's always turbulence when there's an election. I don't care who wins. Actually, I do care, but you know, there's always turbulence along the way. But let's just be honest. My most important asset, which is my retirement, has been a move that helps me sleep better at night. And knowing that if the market tanks or our economy hits a really bad recession, gold and silver prices will thrive during those times. Just look at the past charts. 2008, this exact scenario played out, and investors who got in gold earned over 2,000%. while other people lost a lot of their savings in the stock market crash, and some even lost their homes. I personally know people here in South Florida who filed for bankruptcy. Yes, it was very rampant. We got hit hard by the 2008 fallout. But, the housing market was overinflated. We knew that was going to happen. Now, I know people who ended up buying gold and doubling their net worth because they got the gold, they sold the gold at huge gains, and they were able to buy up cheap stocks and real estates. They are now thriving. Their net worth is 3x since then. Now, to me, just taking a small percent of my portfolio like I did and investing in precious metals was the best financial move I have made in terms of getting past this turbulent market. I highly recommend Goldco to my friends, family, and of course, followers like you. There's a link below if you want to get a free investing guide from Goldco, and as always, feel free to ask me any questions you have in the comments or via email. I'm happy to help you out with your purchase or answer any questions if you're trying to consider a couple companies. I went with Goldco for the reasons I mentioned in this video. They gave me the most confidence. They were not pushy. I got a good price, and their buyback program, number one, is just stellar. So again, that's my Goldco review 1 year later. Very happy with it. I'm an actual customer, as you see in the documents on the screen. Thanks for watching.